They're some of the most in-demand medications on the market right now, weight loss medications like Ozempic and Mounjaro. But which one is most effective? Stephanie Gosk joins me. Stephanie, there's some new research out on this.
Yeah, there is, Lester. This is one of the first studies to compare the two active ingredients found in those popular weight loss and diabetes drugs. After 12 months, patients taking Ozempic or Wegovy lost 8.3% of their body weight, while patients taking Mounjaro or Zepbound lost 15.3%. There was no difference in the risk of serious side effects. Now, the results do not mean one is better than the other. Doctors say both active ingredients are effective for weight loss, and which one is prescribed depends on the needs of the patient. Now, this study comes on the heels of research showing this whole class of drugs called GLP-1s may reduce the risk of obesity-related cancers like colon cancer and liver cancer.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.